Okay, so people are there's a video out there that Vincent Gaynor put out on flipping this piece of the EasyS upside down, and it basically buys you about 3 inches of clearance space between here and there. But from the time that Vincent made his video to now, um, apparently they've started putting Loctite on their screws, so it makes it hard to get out. And people are saying that they're stripping the heads on the screws. So what I found on another YouTube video was people that you can use a heat gun to heat this up, and I think the Loctite is supposed to heat it up to like 450 or 500 degrees before it'll start melting and loosen up to the point that you can loosen the screw. So I was just going to demonstrate that. I've already done it to it's basically these 4 screws. There's one right here that I've already removed, and then this is the last one that's remaining, and I've already done the other 2 on the other side. I left the bottom one uh, loose in there, so this the piece that holds the seat doesn't collapse, fall down. So using the heat gun on the first screw, this one's a variable temperature heat gun, and it's got 2 fan speeds, a low and a high, and you can turn this so like the low setting is like 130 degrees, and all the way maxed out it's like 1100 degrees. I had it about halfway and was running the heat gun on the low speed, but it wasn't enough heat to heat that thing up. I guess because there's a lot of metal here, and it was probably dissipating the heat. So I just basically cranked the thing all the way up, put it on the high fan speed, and even with that, it still takes about 2 or 3 minutes directly on the screw um, to heat it up to the point where it'll release the Loctite. Um, so obviously, I've not touched this while it's after it's heated up. But I imagine this whole area probably gets pretty hot. So, and all I've got for Allen wrenches are these little short guys. So I didn't want to get too close to them. So kind of did a little ghetto thing with vice grips here, and you can. Um, so when I'll show you whenever it's kind of closed all the way, what I'll do is tighten it, and I'll slowly release this and just kind of squeeze, just kind of to the point where you can close it off. And when you do that, it's really tight, and the Allen wrench won't move around on you. So you can get in there and get pretty good leverage and do that. But so like I said, I put it on basically full heat on the high fan speed for about 2 to 3 minutes. I'm going to give it a try.
Perfect.
All right, finally broke loose. All right, when it's like that, I think I'm just going to let everything cool off here now that I've got all of them loose. And just have the bottom 2 loose, holding this middle piece in. Let everything cool off. You can see the leftover Loctite still on there. I wouldn't be surprised if when you go to tighten it back on, if you have trouble screwing it back in, you may have to use the heat gun to kind of melt the Loctite, screw it back in, and let it cool in place. So just keep that in mind. But think that should be enough. The other 4 don't appear to have Loctite. I think you'll obviously have to use a socket wrench on this end. The other ones seem pretty easy. So from that point, I think you can follow Vincent's video. So hope that helps. Thanks.